The last time I can remember storms like this was when I was in high school. You know, it's been that long since it's rained like this.
Residents of the state of California in the United States have once again suffered a devastating blow from the forces of nature since the beginning of this year. Heavy rains that began on March 9, 2023, led to widespread flooding and landslides, which took people's lives. A state of emergency was declared over most of the state. Nearly 10,000 residents were ordered to evacuate. Many major roads were flooded, leaving some communities completely isolated. More than 54,000 people were left without electricity.
It's the only road in or out. It affects our daily life. You know, can't get to work. Our power goes out. Who knows? We don't have water right now because the water line burst.
So our road is entirely gone. We have no way of getting anywhere, and there are probably about, I'd say, 2,000 houses past our house. Yeah, the road is completely collapsed and vanished.
On March 11th, the situation escalated further when a dam broke on the Peru River in Monterey County. Dozens of shelters were opened to accommodate people fleeing the disaster. In the first decade of March, floods also affected residents of Latin American countries. At least 6 people lost their lives in torrential rains in northern Peru caused by the powerful cyclone Yaku. More than 2,000 homes were severely damaged. As early as the beginning of March, a state of emergency was declared for 60 days in several northern regions, in particular in Lambayeque, Piura, and Tumbes. The cyclone also affected neighboring Ecuador, where it also took lives. The city of Chone in the province of Manabi was the hardest hit by the severe flooding. And on March 11th, on the African continent, tropical cyclone Freddy again brought flooding, destruction, and loss of life to Malawi and Mozambique. The first time it struck these countries was the end of last month.
We've been around the city this morning, and the surrounding areas seen many trees fall and roofs ripped off of schools, homes, hospitals. The city has lost access to electricity. People are without power. People are without running water. There's no cell phone coverage, which is making connectivity and coordination a challenge. And the rain continues to fall. There's already flooding yesterday in many areas of the city even before the cyclone had arrived, and so this rain is going to have made the situation a lot worse. We're now looking at the situation, I think, of a potentially large-scale humanitarian disaster. Additional support is urgently needed.
Let us remind you that Tropical Cyclone Freddie formed in early February 2023 in the Indian Ocean and became the longest cyclones in this part of the world for the entire time of observation. It killed more than 200 people in Southeast Africa, affecting Mauritius, Madagascar, Malawi, and Mozambique. In early March, in another part of the continent, a heavy downpour lasting several hours caused flooding in some parts of Accra, the capital of Ghana. At the same time, water also forced the citizens of Australia to leave their homes. Here, heavy rains caused severe flooding in the northwestern part of the state of Queensland. Water levels in local rivers exceeded critical values. High water flooded entire towns, blocked roads and railroads, and disrupted food supplies. Major flooding affects the health, living conditions, and livelihoods of people on every continent of the earth. Can we make a difference? And what depends on each of us? Find out at the International Online Forum. Global Crisis, There is a Way Out. On April 22, 2023.